Hi everyone and welcome to another how to build tutorial. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to build a secret underground base in Minecraft. The entrance of this base is very hard to see from the outside, making it a great base to use if you're on a server and want to hide from people. Inside the base I've tried to include everything that you'd need in survival, so we have a bedroom with an enchanting and brewing area, a crafting room, a farming room with a mine entrance and a large storage room. I haven't included a nether portal as it can be heard from the outside and people may also be able to link up to it or find your base through the nether, which we don't want. I really hope that you enjoy this video. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to see more content like this and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a new video. We're going to start by building the secret entrance that will lead into the base. The way I've chosen to hide this entrance is by finding a spot in the side of a mountain that's quite well covered. Somewhere that people probably wouldn't choose to explore. The spot I've chosen already had a waterfall, but you can add your own if your spot doesn't by digging out a block in the mountain and placing a water source in there so that it flows down. Once you have your spot and the waterfalls in place, build up the area around and behind it slightly to make it look as natural as possible, but leave a 2-block gap directly behind the waterfall so you can walk through it but it can't be seen from the outside if someone were to run past it. If you don't have a gap behind your waterfall like I do, then you can just dig one out. This base can be built in any world, it doesn't have to be exactly the same as mine. Make sure the gap can't be seen from the outside, so cover up any holes like I'm doing, but make sure that it still looks natural. As you can see, it's very hard to see the 2-block entrance from the outside, and if someone was running past, they probably wouldn't look twice. Just make sure that it looks natural from the outside. Very straight lines or blocks that look like they've been placed there on purpose will give away the location of the base. Now, to make it even more secure, we're going to add a piston door inside the gap. To do this, come inside the gap and create another 2-block space that comes to the side, so it's tucked in by a block, and remove the next 2 blocks as well. To the left of this, remove 2 sets of 2 blocks, so you have this corner that goes in by 2 and to the left by 2. At the end of the side bit, add 2 sticky pistons like this. Make sure they have a 2-block space in front of them. Now remove 4 blocks going back on the row before the pistons. Also remove the blocks behind the top piston and 2 behind those as well. It should look like this. Now, on that first block that we dug out, place a stone pressure plate. To the left of this, dig down and across to create a 3-block wide space in front of the pistons. Add 3 redstone dust coming across like this in the gap, and this dust should now be powered when you step onto the pressure plate. Behind the first line of redstone, remove this block and also the one below, followed by the next 2 behind and 1 at the end, just like this. After that, add a redstone torch on the block that the dust is on, and then add more dust coming out from this and going up to the pistons. This dust will be powered, which is why it's glowing. When it gets to the pistons, it will activate them, which is what we want. So, as a result of this, stepping onto the pressure plate will turn off the redstone torch and deactivate the pistons like you can see here. Now head inside the gap and repeat this formation on the other side too. So remove the ground so it steps down to the other side, then create the 2-block gap that's 1 lower than the first dust that we placed. Add a redstone torch on this side too, and then the last 2 pieces of redstone dust to join the 2 sides together. The dust on this side should also be powered by the torch and is there so you can get back out of the base from the other side. Add a torch inside the gap so nothing can spawn and then carefully fill in the space with stone. Make sure that you don't cut any of the redstone off when you do this. If the pistons stop working after you've placed the blocks, then you've probably cut off the redstone. Add 2 stone blocks in front of the pistons to create the door. Make sure that you've used stone all around to disguise the pressure plate. Finally, remove the next 2 blocks and add a pressure plate on the floor here too so the door works from both sides. Remove any torches that you placed in the area before the door and now we can start work on the base. Head through the door and remove more blocks to create a short hallway. It's safe to place a torch down in here. Once you've dug out a few blocks, dig down by 1 block and place 2 smooth stone slabs here. This will be where we place a door later on in the video. Now, after this first block, start making a staircase coming down using smooth stone slabs. Come down by 3 steps, then turn to the left and add another 2 steps. Keep repeating this to create a spiral staircase going down. We want each side to have 3 steps on it with a 1-block column in the middle. The exception is the first side, which will have 4 steps because of the door. When you're digging out the staircase, remove the blocks going up to the top until you start seeing the slabs from below. We want the whole spiral staircase to be visible from underneath. So, as you can see here, I'm just following this pattern of 3 steps on each side with the 1-block column in the middle. Make sure the steps go down by half a block each time so it's smooth to run up and down. You're going to want to go down quite far to have enough room to build the base below. I recommend digging down by at least 15 blocks to have enough room to build below. When you get to the bottom, dig out some space around the staircase so you can see what you're doing a bit better. This should be 5 blocks tall. When you've dug out some space, go back round the staircase and add an extra smooth stone slab below any single slabs, so they're all full blocks from underneath to create the smooth transition from below as well. Now, to dig out the main room at the bottom of the staircase, come to the middle column and dig out 8 blocks in total across from it. Once you've marked out the 8th block, dig out all of the surrounding ground until the entire wall is pushed back to this point. Again, it should be 5 blocks tall. Repeat this on all 4 sides. So come to the middle column, count 8 blocks away from it, and then push the entire wall back until it lines up with the 8th block. When the whole area is dug out, it should create a room that's 17 blocks across on each side, 5 blocks tall, with the column in the middle of the staircase at the very centre of the room. Here's what it should look like once it's all been dug out. 5 blocks tall and 8 blocks away from the middle column on all sides. Once you've dug out the room, find the middle block of one of the wall sections by coming across from the column and then dig out a 5x5 area in the wall. So this is 2 blocks across on each side of the middle and up to the top. It should look like this. Now remove the blocks on either side of this to create a 7 block wide by 5 block high gap in the wall. This gap will mark out where the entrance to each of the rooms will go. On each side of the gap, add 5 oak logs to mark out the entrance. Now, to the side of this, in the corner, add 3 dark oak planks at the top and bottom with spruce planks in between. These should be set out by 1 block from the oak logs that we just placed, just like this. Now, from the last plank at the bottom, leave a 1 block diagonal gap, then repeat this on the other wall. It should look like this. Fill in the gap in the corner with any block you like, then add a column of stripped dark oak logs to the diagonal gap that we left between the 2 sides. You should now have something that looks like this. Now repeat this in the next corner. So next to the oak log, add 3 dark oak planks at the top and bottom with spruce planks in the middle. To make it a bit easier, you can mark out where the column will go first, then fill in the corner and add the next set of planks like I'm doing here. All of these corner sections are exactly the same, so if you ever get stuck, just look back at what you've already built and copy it. As long as you got the measurements of the room correct when it was dug out, it should all line up. Now onto the next side, come across from the centre column to find the middle block. Then dig out the 7 block wide by 5 block high area in the wall, the same as we did on the other side. I wanted a bit of variation between the walls, so for the logs on this side, use stripped spruce logs instead of oak logs. Now repeat the same corner design that we did on the other side. Like I said earlier, all of the corners will be exactly the same. Now for the next side, mark out the 7x5 block area in the middle of the wall again. Because I'm directly opposite the side that I used the oak logs on, I'm going to use oak logs here too. To create a bit of variation between the different sides of the base, I've used two styles. The walls opposite each other will have the same style, which is why I've used oak logs here, and for the next side I'll be using stripped spruce logs again, the same as the side opposite that. Fill in the corner here in the same way that we've done the rest, and then there's just one more entry left to mark out. If you didn't know already, I've started uploading short time lapses and tutorials to TikTok every day. So if you're waiting for me to upload a new video and want to see more content, then head over to my TikTok where you can find a variety of small builds. The link is in the description if you're interested. On the final side, dig out the 7x5 block area one last time. Like I mentioned earlier, because this side is opposite the side that we used stripped spruce logs on, we'll also be placing stripped spruce logs on either side here. Now that all of the corners and sides have been done, the room should look like this. We're now going to work on the middle. Head over to the staircase and place a stripped spruce log one block diagonally away from the corner step, just like this. Do this on all four sides of the staircase, so a 1 block diagonal gap between the step and the stripped spruce log. If the step is too high up, like it is here, just count 2 diagonal blocks away from the central column. To check it's in the right place, see if it lines up with the log next to it. If not, you'll have to move it. Add the final log and you should now have this square shape marked out around the staircase in the middle of the room. When you've got all 4 corners marked out, add another 4 stripped spruce logs on top of each of them, making them 5 blocks high in total. This should create 4 stripped spruce columns that touch the ceiling. Now that everything's marked out, remove one more layer from the ceiling, making the room 6 blocks high in total. Make sure to follow the shape of the room that we now have, so you don't have to remove the blocks directly above the corner planks, but you should remove the blocks above the spruce columns in the centre. Once you've done that, we need to remove one more layer from the ceiling, but this time we'll be leaving a 2-block border around the outside of the room, just like this. So on every part of the walls, count 2 blocks away, then remove the blocks after this. This will also follow the shape of the room that we now have. I'll show some images shortly that will display what I mean by this to make it clearer for you. Make sure to remove all of the blocks surrounding the staircase in the centre too, so the staircase is exposed. Here's what the border should look like on the sides of the walls. And here's what it should look like on the corners. The rest of the ceiling is removed after this border. Now that's done, add an extra stripped spruce log on top of each of the columns, making them 6 blocks high in total. After that, dig out the space between the columns as shown, so it sticks out by a block in between. Dig out this shape between all of the columns and then dig out the area in the middle, including the blocks below and surrounding the staircase. So you should now have something that looks like this. Once that's done, place stone brick stairs facing inwards following the shape of the gap, as shown. Do this all the way around. It should now look like this. Now, in the rest of the space, add some polished andesite slabs in a checkerboard pattern just like this. Do this throughout the whole middle section, making sure that the pattern lines up properly all the way around. Because we lowered the floor here, the last steps will probably be floating. To fix this, add some extra smooth stone slabs coming down to continue the staircase to the bottom, just like this. Then carry on with the checkerboard pattern. To finish this off, add stone slabs to all of the gaps to fill in the floor here. The middle of the room should now look like this. Now we can finally remove the column in the centre. So start removing it from the bottom up. Where the column was, at the bottom, dig down by a block and replace the surrounding blocks with stone if they aren't already. Then replace the bottom block with a shroom light or another light block of choice, just like this. After that, head up the staircase and carry on removing the middle column until you reach the top. At the top, do the same as we did at the bottom. So dig up by 2 blocks and place a light block of your choice at the top, making sure it's surrounded with stone. Once you've done that, place some water in the gap at the top and it should flow all the way down through the middle of the staircase and into the gap at the bottom, just like this. You can now use this water as a way to get up or down the stairs a bit faster if you'd prefer to do it that way. Now back to the floor, remove a 1-block border surrounding the middle section as shown. This should be a solid border so it all lines up properly, just like this. Continue this border around the whole of the middle section. Once it's all dug out, it should look like this. Now fill this border in with stone bricks. And here's what the middle of the room should now look like. Now turn around to face the walls and start removing a 1-block border around the outside of the room, the same as what we've just done. This border will go in front of all of the wall sections and between the logs that mark out the entrances into the rooms. So it should look like this once you're done. Now, just like with the other border, we're going to fill this in with stone bricks, going all the way around the outside of the room. Here's what the room should now look like. To finish off the floor, we're just going to add some andesite to the stone that's been left in between the 2 stone brick borders to add a bit of texture to it. If you have any other blocks present, like dirt, granite or diorite, then replace these with stone or andesite. The andesite will be placed in a random pattern here, so don't worry about getting it exactly the same as mine. And that's the floor finished for this room. We're now going to work on the ceiling. To start, add a border of dark oak planks going around the outside of the room, directly below the stone that we left at the top of the entrances and in front of the stone that we left in the corner parts. Don't add extra blocks in the corners here, we're going to join all of this up with stairs in the next step. Keep adding the dark oak planks around the whole room until you meet up with the other side. The border should now look like this. Once you've done that, add a border of upside down dark oak stairs directly in front of the dark oak planks that we've just added, going all the way around the room. When you get to the corners, add an extra stair so they're able to turn to create a solid border. When you're adding these stairs, expect to see some gaps above them. This is okay, we'll be filling these in the next step. When you've added all of the upside down stairs around the room, it should look like this. Now, in the gaps that I mentioned above the stairs, fill them in with any block that you like. I'm using stone, but if you have a lot of cobblestone, then you can use that instead. When all of the gaps are filled in, the ceiling should look like this. Now, for the next part, add a border of spruce planks going around the room. These spruce planks should be 1 block above the dark oak planks that we added first. Again, for this layer, we aren't adding the extra blocks in the corners. We'll add this when we add the stairs next. Now, just like we did for the dark oak border, add a border of upside down spruce stairs directly in front of the spruce planks that we've just placed, going all the way around. At each corner, add an extra stair so that they're able to turn to create a smooth border. With the spruce border now complete, here's what the ceiling should look like. To finish the final part in the middle, head up there and remove all of the blocks that are there surrounding the staircase. For me, it's mostly stone and andesite. Once you've done that, add a border of dark oak planks around the outside, just like we did for the layers below. And in front of these planks, add a border of upside down dark oak stairs. When you get to the last few stairs, make sure that they all line up properly, so the border's smooth all the way around. Once you've done that, add an extra stripped spruce log on top of the columns so they join up to the dark oak planks as shown. Then add an extra dark oak slab to the gaps that we have left at the top to finish off the ceiling. Now we're going to add the details to the middle columns. So to do this, add 2 spruce stairs at the bottom of the column pointing outwards as shown. Then do the same at the top, but this time using upside down spruce stairs. As you can see, there's now a gap at the top between the 2 stairs. To fix this, replace the upside down stairs from the ceiling with spruce planks above and between where the stairs will be at the top of the column as shown. To make it look a bit neater at the top, make the spruce stair turn inwards like this, so it looks a bit more complete. Now repeat everything that we've just done for the next 3 columns. So replace the stairs at the top again with spruce planks. Then add the upside down stairs at the top as shown and turn the stairs in on either side above this to finish off the top part. Finally, add the stairs on either side at the bottom, then move on to the 2 remaining columns. They're all exactly the same. If you're enjoying the video, then I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already if you'd like to see more content like this. Also, feel free to leave any build requests in the comments section below. I have a list of all of the requests that I've received and I try to get through as many as I can, so if you'd like to see me build something, then make sure to leave a comment below. Once all of the extra stairs have been added to the columns, they should look like this. We're now going to add some arches in between them for some extra detail. So to start on the arches, add an upside down spruce stair on each side between the columns that's 1 block below the upside down stair at the top, just like this. After that, add a slab on top of the stair followed by 2 blocks coming up as shown. On the other side, add a slab followed by 1 block coming up to complete the arch. It should look like this. For some extra detail, add some spruce trapdoors below each of the upside down spruce stairs. The finished arch design should now look like this. We're now going to repeat this 3 more times for the 3 remaining spaces. They're all exactly the same. So to do this, make sure you've placed the first upside down stairs 1 block below the ones we've already got at the top. Then add the slabs following the graphic on screen to create the arches. Add the spruce trapdoors below the upside down stairs to finish it off. Then do this for the remaining spaces to finish off the middle section of the base. When all of the arches are in place, it's time to add some lighting. To do this, come inside the middle section and add a spruce slab to the corner, making sure it's placed on the bottom half of the block so you can hang a lantern from it like this. Do this in all 4 corners. If you're struggling to hang a lantern from the slab, just add a plank here instead and hang a lantern from that. Here's what it should look like with the lanterns added. Now to light up the corners, add an upside down dark oak stair to the top on each side of the stripped dark oak column like this. After that, replace the stair in the ceiling that's between these with a dark oak plank and hang a chain with a lantern from it. Do this in all 4 corners. So for the next corner, 2 upside down dark oak stairs at the top on each side. Replace the stair in the ceiling with a plank and hang a chain with a lantern from it. Also, make sure to start removing any torches that you might have placed down as we won't be needing these for much longer. Add the lighting to the last two corners, they're all the same. Now, to make sure that there's a high light level throughout the room, I'm going to remove the middle block in the floor on each side in front of the entrances and add a torch with a light grey carpet on top, just like this. Repeat this on all sides of the room. Placing a torch with carpet on top like this still allows the light to pass through and blends into the floor quite well, making it a great way to add some extra hidden lighting to your builds. And that's the main room completed. Now we need to finish off the design for the staircase. So to do this, head up the staircase until you start to see the stone. We're going to remove all of the stone from the walls up here, going all the way up to the top. You can leave the corner pieces in place though, as these will be covered up. Once you've removed all of the stone on each side of the staircase, you should have a 3-block wide gap on each side going up to the top. To fill this in, I'm adding oak logs going up on the left and right with stripped spruce logs in the middle. I've tried to keep this part quite simple as it won't really be seen that much and it's quite hard to film in such a tight space, so sorry if the angles are a bit bad here. When you get to the very first step, the log will just be placed underneath this. Carry on adding the logs to the rest of the walls, going up to the very top to fill it all in. When all of the logs are added, it should look like this. Again, sorry for the bad angles. I missed a few blocks at the top here, so I'm just filling those in to make sure that the logs go right to the top. Now, for the stones surrounding the water, carefully remove them and replace with upside down spruce stairs going all the way around as shown. If it's easier for you, you can remove the water while you do this, just take care not to fall down the gap. The staircase should now look like this. I'll insert a clip shortly showing this from a better angle. Now, on top of the first step, place a spruce trapdoor to mark out the entrance into the base. To add a bit more light to the staircase, head down to around the middle and remove one of the logs. Replace the stone behind it with the log that you just removed and add a lantern to the gap. And that's the entrance and the main room of the secret base completed. We can now start work on the 4 rooms. Here's a better angle of the staircase to show the stairs that we added at the top. Now it's time to start work on the first room, which will be the bedroom. To start this, come to one of the stripped spruce entrances and remove the stone between the columns and also come down by 1 block, as shown. So you have a 5-block wide by 6-block high section. After you've done that, start digging out the room to the sides and back, following the floor plan. So dig out a few more layers from the back wall to give yourself some more room to work in. On the front wall, you'll want to dig across 3 blocks past the stripped spruce logs and 1 back, so you can see the dark oak and spruce planks from the main room. You'll then need to leave a stone column in the corner and mark out a 4-block wide by 6-block high section on the side wall. I'll show a diagram of this in the next clip. Here's the front wall, showing the 3-block wide by 6-block high gaps. And here's the side wall, showing the 4-block wide by 6-block high gap. Now keep digging back to create the next 4-block wide gap on the left wall. The right will go straight across. On the left, the gaps will have a stone column in between them, which is displayed on the floor plan, and I'll also show in a diagram shortly. For the back wall, come back by 1 more block, then dig out 2 5-block wide sections as shown. Here's the 2 3-block wide gaps on the front wall. The 2 4-block wide gaps on the left wall. The 2 5-block wide gaps on the back wall. And finally, the right wall, which goes straight across. Here's what the room should now look like. We're now going to start filling in the walls. To start, come to the front and add a stripped spruce column on the 3rd block across, next to the stone column as shown. This should be 6 blocks tall. After that, add an extra log at the bottom of the column at the entrance. Then add another stripped spruce column in front of the middle stone column, and finally one in the corner too, as shown. You should now have something that looks like this. Keep adding the stripped spruce columns to the spaces marked out around the rest of the room, so one in the middle and on the other side of the back wall. And finally, one more at the front with the extra log at the bottom of the entry column. Once you've got the log columns in place, come to the front and add another 2 dark oak planks to the bottom of the wall section, as shown. Do this on both sides. After that, add some stone brick stairs in front of the entrance to create a step into the room. Turn the stairs in on each side so that they curve around. The front wall should now look like this. For the left wall, add spruce planks across the top and bottom and fill the middle in with oak planks. The style of the walls in the rest of the room will be different to the front wall. This is just because the front wall shares the blocks from the walls in the main room. Otherwise, we would have had to make the doorway to this room 2 blocks thick. For the next gap, do the same again. So spruce planks across the top and bottom with oak in between. This will be the style for the walls in this room. So carry on filling in all of the gaps following this style. The only difference is that the gaps in the back wall are 1 block bigger and the right wall goes straight across. Now that the walls are done, we're going to add some arches in between the logs. So, starting on the left wall, add an upside down spruce stair 1 block below the top on each side like this. After that, add a slab on top of them with 2 blocks in between to create the arch. Now do the same in the next gap. You can follow the graphic on screen if you need it. Here's what the left wall should look like with both of the arches in place. Now for the back wall, add the upside down spruce stairs again on each side. Add a slab on top followed by a block. Then add a slab next to this and repeat down to the next side to create this slightly larger arch. Repeat in the next gap. Again, there's a graphic on screen if you need it. And here's what the back wall should look like with both of the arches in place. Now, for lighting, add a spruce stair at the top of the middle column and hang a lantern from it, as shown. Do this on both the left wall and the back wall. On the right wall, in the centre, add 2 stripped spruce logs coming down from the top, just like this. On each side of these logs, create the 4 block wide arches again, exactly the same as the arches on the left wall that's opposite. The right wall should now look like this. Now add an upside down stair below the logs with another at the top and hang a lantern, so you have something that looks like this. After you've done all of that, remove an extra layer from the ceiling. When you get to the parts above the arches and the columns, just leave the stone blocks in place as these won't be seen and it'll save on resources a bit. When the ceiling's removed, it should look like this. Now we need to add a border of spruce planks around the entire room. These spruce planks will fill in all of the gaps that were left above the arches and will also go in front of the stone that we left too, just like this. Keep going with this border around the entire room. At the front, the spruce planks will go between the logs with another row in front to join up with the rest. You should now have a rectangular border around the room that looks like this. Once you've done that, add an extra spruce plank in each corner. Then add a border of upside down spruce stairs in front of the planks, going all the way around as shown. Just like in the main room, these stairs should create a smooth border going all the way around with no gaps. Here's what it should look like when all of the stairs are in place. Now remove all of the blocks from the centre of the ceiling and replace with oak planks. The ceiling should now look like this. For some extra lighting and decoration, add a shroom light or another light block of choice in the middle of the ceiling. Then surround the light block with upside down oak stairs, as shown. Finally, add an oak trapdoor to the bottom to cover it up, but still allow the light to pass through. Now, on the front wall, add 2 upside down spruce stairs between the logs, just below the dark oak planks. After that, create the 5-block wide arch in the gap between the logs in the entrance. This arch is the same as the arches on the back wall. After you've built the arch, add a spruce trapdoor below the upside down stair on each side like this. Finally, add a spruce stair at the top of the column with a lantern hanging from it. Do this on both sides. Now, for the floor, add sideways facing oak logs between the stripped spruce logs that make up the columns in the walls. Do this all the way around the room. So you should now have something that looks like this. For the rest of the floor, remove blocks in a random pattern all over it. If you have any blocks that aren't stone or andesite, make sure to remove these too. Once you've removed most of the blocks in a random pattern, fill them in with a mix of stone bricks, cobblestone and andesite to create a textured stone floor. We're going to use this stone floor design in all of the rooms. Make sure that all of the blocks are randomly placed. If you see any big chunks where all of the blocks are the same, try to split it up a bit. Here's what the finished stone floor design should look like. We can now start work on the interior of the room. So, to start this, head over to the right hand wall. 2 blocks away from the column, add 3 stripped spruce logs with a spruce slab on top, just like this. Then do the same on the other side too. After that, add 2 sets of 3 spruce planks between the logs, with 1 extra at the front in the middle. Then surround these planks with spruce stairs as shown. You should now have this small platform. Between the logs, add 3 more spruce planks with a spruce slab on top of the middle one. Then add a bed to the middle. Add a spruce slab on either side of the bed and then add a flower pot with any flower you like in it and a lantern on top of the planks behind for decoration. On either side of this, next to the logs, add a cauldron with 2 leaf blocks on top to create a plant. You could also use a composter instead of a cauldron if you'd prefer. To the gap in the front wall, add a couple of spruce slabs to create a shelf at the bottom and add a lantern and a chest for decoration. On the back wall, on the right hand side, create a shelf here too using spruce slabs again. Then leave a gap and create another shelf above this, making sure that they're both placed on the top half of the block. On the top shelf, add some double chests with an ender chest in the middle. On the bottom shelf, add a few crafting blocks that you'll use frequently. I've placed a grindstone, a crafting table, a chest, a furnace and a stone cutter, but you can use any that you like. Then add a lantern to the corner for a bit of extra light here. In the next corner, on the left hand side, create an enchanting area. I've placed more bookshelves than you actually need for extra decoration. If you don't want to use this many, then just place the ones that you need to get the level 30 enchantments. The way I've set up the bookshelves definitely gives you level 30. Add the enchanting table to the middle and then add spruce slabs to the bookshelves in the corner for detail. After that, directly above the enchanting table, add a couple of chains hanging from the ceiling with a lantern to finish it off. In the last corner, add 2 sets of shelves again using spruce slabs placed on the top half of the block. Replace the last shelf on the bottom row with a cauldron and fill it with water. Now, on the bottom shelf, add a couple of brewing stands, as this will be the brewing station. On the top shelf, add a couple of barrels for storage. Then decorate using some item frames and a flower pot. You can put anything you like in these. I've just added some potion bottles to the item frames and a mushroom in the flower pot. In the gap in the front wall, place 2 soul sand and add 2 dark oak trapdoors on the front to create a planter. Now plant some nether warts, which you can then use for your potions. Now, just like I did in the main room, I'm going to remove a couple of blocks from the floor where the light level might be low and add a torch with a light grey carpet on top to make sure that no mobs can spawn in here. Now that the bedroom's completed, we can start work on the storage room. This room will be located where we have oak logs at the entrance, so head over to the oak logs and start digging out the room. This will be pretty much the same as the bedroom, the only difference here is that the right wall will also have the 2 4-block gaps. So, at the front we'll have a 3-block gap on each side, showing the dark oak and spruce planks from the main room. On the left and right walls we'll have 2 4-block wide gaps with a stone column in between. And on the back wall we'll have 2 5-block wide gaps. Now on the front wall add the extra log at the bottom of the log in the entrance and the oak log column at the side. Then repeat this on the other side too. The front wall should now look like this. Now add the oak log columns to the left wall, in front of the stone and in the corner, just like we did in the bedroom. After that, to fill in the walls, add dark oak planks across the top and bottom with spruce planks in between. Make sure to add the extra dark oak planks on the front wall too. This will be the style for the rooms that have oak logs at the entrance. Now fill in all of the remaining walls in this style. So oak log columns in front of the stone and in the corners with dark oak planks across the top and bottom and spruce planks in the middle. When you've filled in all of the walls, it's time to add the arches to the tops of them again. Starting at the front, add the 2 upside down spruce stairs just below the dark oak planks. On the left wall, add the 4-block wide arches following the graphic on screen. The first stair should be placed just below the dark oak planks. This is exactly the same as what we did in the bedroom. On the back wall, add the 2 5-block wide arches, again following the graphic on screen. And finally, on the right wall, add the 2 4-block wide arches, exactly the same as the wall opposite. When all of the arches are in place, the room should look like this. Now we need to remove one layer from the ceiling. Again, we can leave the blocks directly above the columns and arches as they'll be covered by the planks in the ceiling. Here's what it should look like with that layer removed. Now head to the top again and add a border of spruce planks. Just like in the bedroom, we'll be filling in the gaps above the arches with these planks and also placing planks in front of these. When you get to the front, add the planks between the logs with another layer in front to join up to the rest of the border. It should look like this. Now add an extra spruce plank in each corner. In front of the planks, we're then going to add a border of upside down spruce stairs going all the way around. Now, once you've finished that part off, remove all of the blocks from the middle of the ceiling and replace them with dark oak planks. The finished ceiling design should now look like this. In the very centre of the ceiling, add an oak log and create a column of them coming down to the floor just like this. This column should be 7 blocks tall. Around the top of this, add upside down spruce stairs to add a bit of structure. On the front, place a normal spruce stair and hang a lantern from it for extra lighting. Here's what the central column should look like. Now come to the front and add the 5-block wide arch between the logs here, the same as we did for the bedroom. Underneath the upside down stairs, add spruce trapdoors as shown. Then, for lighting, add a spruce stair at the top of the columns and hang a lantern from them. Do this for all of the middle columns around the room. You can also add extra lanterns in the back corners for some more lighting. Once all of the lighting's in place, the room should look like this. Now come to the front and add the stone brick step again, making sure to turn the stairs inwards at the ends to make them curve round. Now it's time to start work on the floor. To do this, add sideways facing stripped spruce logs between the oak logs going all the way around the room. You might have noticed, but I'm using the opposite log type to outline the floor. So when we use stripped spruce logs for the columns, I decorated the floor with oak logs and vice versa. Now that we have the border in place, it's time to create the textured stone floor again. So go around the room and remove the blocks in a completely random pattern, making sure to remove any blocks that aren't stone or andesite as well. Once you've removed the blocks, fill them in using a mix of stone bricks, andesite, stone and cobblestone, just like we did last time to create the textured stone floor. Again, if there are any large patches of the same block type, try to break this up a bit. Now that the floor's done, we can start work on the interior. To do this, head over to the back wall and add a shelf made using spruce slabs, placed on the top half of the block as shown. Repeat this shelf in the next wall section too. Then add another shelf sticking out into the middle of the room between the log on the back wall and the central log that we added. After that, add a second shelf above this, making sure that this is also placed on the top half of the block. Now keep adding shelves around the rest of the room. All of the wall sections will have the same shelf design, including the small sections at the front. Once all of the shelves are in place, the room should look like this. Now we can start adding all of the chests. So, starting on the back wall, add some stacked double chests on each side as shown. In between these, add an armour stand and an item frame so you can display your armour and a weapon. I'm able to open these chests on Java, but if you can't, try swapping the upside down stairs at the top for a slab to see if that helps. On the side wall, add stacked double chests on each side. Do this in both of the 4 block wide sections here. It should look like this. On the middle log, you can add some item frames to label the chests if you'd like. Now we're going to do the exact same on the other side of the room. So in the 4 block wide spaces, add stacked double chests on each side. Then add the item frames to the middle log again. On the back wall, add stacked double chests on each side with an armour stand and an item frame in the middle. With all of the chests in place, the room should now look like this. Now, for the shelf in the middle, I've added a few useful crafting blocks along the bottom. So I've added a grindstone, a stone cutter, a crafting table and an anvil, but feel free to change these if you want. Along the top, I've just added some barrels for a bit of extra storage and decoration. In the 2 gaps that we have left at the front, I've added a few stacked furnaces as they're always handy to have close to your storage area. Now, to finish off the storage room, come to the front, add an upside down spruce stair at the bottom of the central column and place an ender chest on top. And that's the storage room completed. The last thing to do is to add the extra lighting into the floor by placing a torch with a light grey carpet on top of it. I've added a couple on each side to make sure that the room's nice and light. The next room that we'll be building is the farming room with the mine entrance. This room will be located in the second stripped spruce entrance. The layout of this room is identical to the bedroom, so start digging it out just like we've done for the other rooms, following the floor plan. So the front wall should have two 3-block wide spaces where you can see the dark oak and spruce planks. The left wall should have two 4-block wide spaces. Back wall should have two 5-block wide spaces. And the right wall should go straight across, as shown. Now, to start decorating, add stripped spruce logs to create the columns in this room. Remembering to add the extra logs at the bottom of the entrance and add the extra dark oak planks at the bottom here too. For the other walls, we'll be adding stripped spruce columns, and in the gaps we'll be placing spruce planks across the top and bottom with oak planks in between, as this is the style for the rooms that use stripped spruce logs. Now, for the right wall, add two spruce planks with oak planks in between them on the left and right hand sides, as shown, so there's a 5-block gap in between. In this gap, add stone bricks on the left and right, then join them together across the top with more stone bricks, just like this. In front of the stone bricks, add stripped spruce columns. Then add more logs across the top to join them together, and the right wall should now look like this. Underneath the stripped spruce logs that we've just placed, add an upside down spruce stair on each side. Then add a spruce trapdoor below these with another in the middle of them to create this arch shape. After that, add a spruce stair at the top on each side and hang a lantern from them. In the gaps to the sides, add two upside down spruce stairs across the top just below the spruce planks like this. On the front wall, add two upside down spruce stairs on each side. Now, for the left wall, we'll be adding the 4-block wide arches again, following the graphic on screen. And for the back wall, it's the 5-block wide arches, again following the graphic on screen. Now that the arches are done, it's time to remove one layer from the ceiling again, the same as we've done in the other rooms. Here's what the ceiling should now look like. Now we need to add a border of spruce planks going around the room, making sure to fill in all of the gaps. When it's done, it should look like this. Now add an extra spruce plank in each corner and then add a border of upside down spruce stairs after this. Once this is done, the ceiling should look like this. Now remove the blocks in the middle and replace them with oak planks. This is the exact same ceiling design that we've done in the other rooms, which is why I'm going through it so quickly. If you do get stuck, feel free to look back in the video to where I took you through it step by step. Once you've got the ceiling design completed, come to the middle and add a stream light or another light block of choice. Then surround this with upside down oak stairs as shown. Finally, add an oak trapdoor underneath to finish it off. Now come to the front and add the 5-block wide arch in the doorway with the extra spruce trapdoors below the upside down stairs. After that, add lighting to the room by placing a spruce stair at the top of the column and hanging a lantern from it. In the back corners, add a chain with a lantern hanging from it. Then continue to add lighting to the remaining spaces. For the floor, add a border of sideways facing logs between the stripped spruce columns. It should look like this. Now we're going to mark out the farm area in the floor. So on the left wall, 1 block away from the middle column, remove 2 blocks from the floor. Then skip the corner and remove another 2 coming inwards. Remove one block coming across from this, then repeat over to the other side. It should look like this. Now remove the stone inside this shape up to the logs and replace with dirt. You should now have this triangular farm area. Now where the middle block is, come in one block diagonally from this and remove a block of dirt. Fill this in with water, and this one water source will be able to water the whole farm, as you can see here. When you've made the farm area, add 4 sea pickles to the water to provide some light. Then add a lily pad on top so you can walk over without falling in. Now, because the farmland's lowered the block, you'll have to add an extra stripped spruce log on the left and right so you can't see the stone below. After that, come to the corner and add 2 spruce fences on each side of the column. Then bring these fences across to the next columns. Then add some more fences next to the columns after this. After that, add a spruce plank on each side and outline the farm with spruce slabs, as shown. The farm should now look like this. To provide even more light, add a lantern on top of the spruce planks that we added on each side. Now you can plant any crop that you like. I'm just planting some wheat as an example. We can grow crops down here because the light level's high. Now for the rest of the floor, start by adding the stone brick step at the front, turning in the end steps to make it curve round. After that, remove blocks in the floor in a random pattern and fill with a mix of stone bricks, andesite, cobblestone and stone, just like we've done in the other rooms. Here's what the room should look like now that the floor's been done. Now, come over to the right hand wall where the mine entrance is. Start to create a staircase coming down by a few blocks, just like this. Once you've done that, add some stone brick stairs at the top, connecting to the spruce stairs from the arch. Then add some more stone brick stairs to the layers below this to smooth out the top. After that, add an extra stone brick on each side, so they go all the way down, and then add stone brick stairs on top of the steps that we marked out. This just creates a nice and tidy looking mine entrance, compared to leaving it all natural. Add a couple of torches inside to light it up. Between the logs, add a couple of spruce fences on each side with a fence gate in the middle. This is just to stop any mobs from wandering up into the base. To finish this off, you can add an item frame to the top with a pickaxe in for decoration. Now, in the gaps on either side, add a couple of spruce slabs to create a shelf and add some barrels and a crafting table on top. In the gap on the front wall, create a shelf again, but this time add some furnaces and blast furnaces so you can smelt any ores that you find in the mines. On the back wall, add a composter and then decorate the rest of the walls with some shelves. On the back wall, I've placed an upside down stair on either side with a slab in the middle. I've done this on both sides of the wall. It should look like this. On the side walls, I've placed 2 upside down stairs with trapdoors on either side. I've then placed flower pots on top that you can fill with whatever you like. In the other gap on the front wall, I've added a couple of smokers. Now fill the flower pots with anything you like. I've used a mix of flowers, a sapling, a fern and a mushroom. And that's the interior of the farm room completed. Now, just like with the other rooms, I'm checking the light levels and adding a couple of torches with a light grey carpet on top to make sure that no mobs can spawn. Now, the final room that we have left to do is the crafting room. This will be located in the final entry that we have left, marked with oak logs. The layout of this room is exactly the same as the storage room, so follow the floor plan to dig this room out. Here's the front wall with the 2 3-block wide gaps. The left and right walls should both have two 4-block wide gaps, and the back wall should have two 5-block wide gaps. Like with the other rooms, start by adding the oak log columns on either side at the front, making sure to add the extra logs at the bottom and the dark oak planks. For the rest of the walls, add oak log columns in the middle and at the side and fill in the gaps with dark oak planks across the top and bottom with spruce planks in between. This room design is very similar to the storage room design. Fill in all of the walls with this style. Now for the arches, add the two upside down spruce stairs at the front. On the left and right walls, we'll be adding the 4-block wide arches, following the graphic on screen. And for the back wall, we'll be adding the 5-block wide arches. Here's what the room should now look like. Now remove a layer from the ceiling, the same as we did with all of the other rooms. After that, add the border of spruce planks around the room, making sure to fill in all of the gaps. When you've done that, add an extra spruce plank in each corner and then add a border of upside down spruce stairs. Finally, remove the blocks in the middle and replace with dark oak planks. Again, if this part's going too fast for you, feel free to look back in the video to where I took you through it step by step. In the middle, at the top, add a light block of choice and surround it with upside down dark oak stairs. Finally, add a dark oak trapdoor underneath to finish it off. Now, at the front, add the 5-block wide arch between the logs. You can follow the graphic on screen if you need to. Then add a spruce trapdoor on each side below the upside down stairs. For lighting, add a spruce stair at the top of the column and hang a lantern from it. Do this for all of the middle columns around the room. In the back corners, add a chain with a lantern hanging from it. Then carry on adding the lighting to the rest of the room. If you followed along with this tutorial, then I'd love to see your screenshots. Feel free to tweet me with them. The link for my Twitter can be found in the description box below. Now the last thing to do is to add the floor. So start by adding the stone brick step at the front. After that, add the border of stripped spruce logs between the columns and going around the room. And finally, remove blocks in a random pattern on the floor and fill with a mix of stone bricks, cobblestone, andesite and stone to create a textured stone floor. Now we can start on the interior. To do this, create shelves using dark oak slabs placed on the top half of the block. On the side and back walls, create 2 shelves in each wall section, as shown. To test if you've put the shelves in the right place, try to put something on top. If you can't or it's floating, then the shelf needs to be moved. Keep on adding these shelves into each of the wall sections. We're really close to finishing the base now. When all of the shelves are in place, the room should look like this. You can now remove any torches that you might have left over. Now, starting on the back wall, I've added a couple of furnaces and a crafting table. Above this, I've added some chests and a barrel. In the next section, I've added a smithing table, a chest and an anvil. I've then placed the chests and barrel on top again. On the right wall, I've added a chest on either side with some smokers in between. Then a double chest with a barrel on either side on top. In the next space, I've done the same again, but with blast furnaces this time. These chests and barrels are mainly for decoration, so if you don't want to add them or would rather add something else, then feel free to do so. In the spaces on the front wall, I've just added some stacked double chests on each side. Finally, on the left wall, I've followed the same design as the right, but for the first gap, I've added a loom and a cartography table. In the second gap, I've added a stone cutter and a grindstone. I've tried to include everything that you'd need in here for crafting, but if you think I've missed something or you want to change it up a bit, then feel free to do so. Now, to fill in the gap in the middle, add a spruce plank in the very centre and add one more on either side of it, as shown. Then surround this with upside down spruce stairs to create a table. Decorate the table by adding a few dark oak pressure plates, flower pots and a lantern in the centre to make it look like a work table. You can also add a couple of item frames with some crafting materials in. I've added clay and an iron ingot for decoration. Now, to decorate the rest of the room, I've just added a couple of item frames to the middle columns. I've then added items that could represent the workstations on either side. I've done this to the 3 middle columns around the room. This just adds a bit more colour and detail and makes the room a bit more interesting to look at. And here's what the crafting room should now look like. To finish this off, I've just added a torch with a light grey carpet on top on each side of the room to make sure that it's really well lit up. Now, to finish off the base, come outside the room and add a spruce stair to the top and bottom of the logs as shown to add a bit more structure. After that, place a spruce trapdoor below the top stairs like this. Now, in the corner, add a spruce slab followed by an upside down spruce stair on each side of the log to create a small table, just like this. On either side of this table, I've then made some plants using a flower pot, a dead bush and a leaf block to add some more colour into the build. On top of the table, I've added a crafting table and a double chest. We're going to repeat this design all the way around the room now. So, in the next corner, create the table again by adding a spruce slab and an upside down stair on each side of the log. On either side of the table, create a plant using a flower pot, a dead bush and a leaf block. On top of this table, I've then added a few extra furnaces. Now, for the next doorway, add the spruce stairs at the top and bottom again, followed by the spruce trapdoors below the top stairs, just like we did for the other side. Then add the table and the plants in the next corner and so on. On top of the corner tables, I've tried to add crafting blocks that would be regularly used and the most useful to have around, but if you'd like to add something different here, then feel free to do so. On this side, I've added an anvil, a smithing table and a chest. Now add the details to the last 2 doorways and the table in the corner of the room to finish off the base. On this table, I've added a grindstone, a stone cutter and a chest. Add the spruce stairs to the top and bottom of this doorway with the spruce trapdoors below, and that's the entire underground base completed. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video and will have fun building this in your own worlds. If you aren't already, then make sure to subscribe to see more content like this, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a new video.